The forest mother stood without moving. The ancient trees around her swayed, though there was no wind. Their branches reached toward the sky like silent witnesses. Jide lowered his spear. For the first time since entering the Forbidden Forest, he no longer saw an enemy. He saw a guardian. "You said my people owe a debt," Jide said quietly. "What debt?" The forest mother's golden eyes settled on him. "Not yours alone." She looked at the chief, his, then at Eldon Wosu. "All of yours." The chief could no longer hide the truth. He stepped forward slowly. "When my grandfather became chief, he believed the old covenant was superstition. He ordered men to cut the sacred grove. We hunted deep inside the forest. We took timber to build homes. We poisoned streams to catch fish. We called it progress." His voice broke. "We never imagined the forest was keeping us alive." The forest mother knelt beside the stump of an enormous tree. She rested her hand against its weathered rings. "This tree stood before your village existed. It sheltered your ancestors. It held the soil when the rains came. It gave life to creatures you never noticed." She looked at the villagers. "And you measured its worth only by the wood it could provide." Silence fell. Even Jide couldn't meet her eyes. Then Eldon Wosu slowly removed the small leather pouch from around his neck. Jide recognized it immediately. The apology. The old man nodded. "My father gave this to me before he died." With trembling hands, he opened it. Inside lay a smooth stone covered in faded carvings. The forest mother's expression changed. "You kept it?" Eldon Wosu lowered his head. "I was too ashamed to return it." Jide frowned. "What is it?" "The covenant stone," the elder whispered. "It was placed beneath the sacred tree when our ancestors made peace with the forest." He swallowed hard. "When greedy men cut the tree, they took the stone. They believed the covenant ended." The forest mother closed her eyes. It never ended. It was only broken. Just then, the ground shook violently. Cracks spread across the forest floor. Birds exploded into the sky. Animals fled in every direction. The villagers stumbled. Jide grabbed the chief before he fell. "What is happening?" The forest mother's face filled with sorrow. "The seal is failing. The covenant did not simply protect your harvest. It protected something far older." The earth split open near the remains of the sacred tree. Dark mist poured upward like smoke. The temperature dropped instantly. The trees around them groaned in pain. Then a deep growl echoed beneath the earth, not from an animal. From something ancient, something imprisoned. The hunters stepped back in terror. "What is that?" The forest mother answered without taking her eyes off the crack. "The devourer. Long before your ancestors came here," she said, "this forest imprisoned a spirit that fed on greed, fear, and destruction. It could never be killed, so it was bound beneath the sacred tree." She looked at the covenant stone. "As long as the covenant between your people and the forest remained true, the prison remained strong." She looked at the chief. "But every promise your people broke weakened it." Another roar shook the earth. The crack widened. Dark tendrils reached toward the surface before retreating again. Jide stared at the covenant stone. "So, this is our fault?" "No," the chief whispered. "It is ours." Jide slowly shook his head. "My generation enjoyed the forests. My generation mocked the stories. My generation ignored the warnings." He looked toward the sacred tree. "If I keep blaming my ancestors, I'll become just like them." The forest mother studied him carefully. For the first time, she saw not a proud hunter, but a man beginning to understand responsibility. The spirit stepped closer. The covenant can still be restored. Hope flashed across every face. Jide took a step forward. Tell us how. The forest mother hesitated. For the first time, she seemed reluctant to answer. Finally, she spoke. The covenant cannot be renewed with words. The forest became completely silent. It must be renewed by someone willing to give up everything. No one spoke. Even the birds had gone quiet. Jide looked at the forest mother. He didn't say a word, but something changed in his eyes. The pride was gone. Only resolve remained.